Guys, I'm just scrolling through freaking YouTube here, and I stumble across this video. It says ultimate proof: liberals know nothing about your guns completion. So let's take a look at it. I will be providing you commentary. It seems that there's a lot of Hillary Clinton, and it's about 10 minutes long. Thank you, Rapid6, for making this video, because I don't even know why, actually, but I do have to state your name, and I do have to link you in my channel description to be under the fair use copyright law. So the link to this original video will be linked in the description. I will be pausing every now and then to let you all know what's right, what's wrong. I own weapons myself. I have a pump action 12 gauge shotgun. I actually have 2 of those. I have a semi-automatic 22 LR, which means 22 long rifle, and I own a 410 shotgun, and I plan to own many, many, many more guns. I like guns. I think they're cool. I should be allowed to own them. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I joined the U.S. Army and had to, I don't even know how long the FBI background check was for my job in the Army, but I did have to pass that background check without any hiccups, and I did. I actually ship out May 28th of 2019. So, without further ado, let's get along with the video.
Support the ban on assault weapons.
100%.
Okay, and can you define what an assault weapon is?
It is a military-style weapon that is that was originally designed to be used in the military, but is now designed to, I believe, just resemble some aspects of what they...
Wrong. A assault weapon is a fully automatic machine gun, magazine-fed or belt-fed, that you can pull the trigger once and many, 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 many rounds come out of it.
They would use in the military?
Going to be completely reformed, so you can't just walk into a building with $130 and walk out with an AR-15.
Correction, an AR-15 does not cost $130. I don't know where you're getting your evidence from, but I guarantee you it is wrong, because last I checked, the cheapest AR-15 I could find is a Smith & Wesson, and it is a piece of shit. I actually can't say piece of shit because Smith & Wesson does make nice guns. But it is one of the crappier AR-15s, and it was $563. Okay? And you have to pass a background check every time you buy a gun. And it takes about... Well, it took me on my shotgun 45 minutes, and it took me on my 22 about 10.
Listen, during the theater shooting in Colorado, I was able to go and buy an automatic weapon, and I, maybe have shot a gun 3-4 times in my life. I don't even live in Colorado. I think most people can go out and buy an automatic weapon.
You are wrong, sir. Automatic weapons have been banned for a very long time, and you can't just go out and buy one in this day and age. You have to have a Class 3 firearms license, which is a ridiculous amount of money.
You think that reinstating the ban on assault weapons and banning high-capacity magazines would do any good? Yes.
Can you define, just sort of expound on what military style is?
So it would probably be made out of like a different material, like something black, and it would have maybe more expressed features, like the trigger might be larger, or the pad that you rest here might be larger.
Actually, a military weapon, if you're talking about an AR-15, the buttstock is actually smaller than a 12-gauge wood-furnished shotgun. And yes, tactical weapons are usually black, and you're just scared of them.
Sure, it could have like those rings around the barrel that like a normal like 12-gauge rifle would have.
12 gauges in a rifle, and I don't know what rings around a barrel means. And I own guns.
Or a 12-gauge shotgun would have.
I think it's unfortunate that people live with so much fear that they would think that they actually needed something like this to protect themselves.
Oh.
People have that much fear because there's this wonderful place. Actually, I wouldn't call it wonderful at all. There is a very dark and terrible place called the dark web. You can buy a lot on the dark web, including illegal, fully automatic firearms. So just to let you guys know, you ban guns, people are still going to get guns, end of story.
Oh, absolutely. Actually, I grew up in a household with guns. I was shooting skeet, from the time
Awesome.
I was 10
Good for
years
you.
old to play birds. I learned that, anything above what a shotgun would be if you're hunting is just not necessary.
A 10 gauge shotgun has I want to say about the same size as a 50 BMG. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments below.
Come on. This is crazy. You can't certainly use this for hunting.
But some of these bullets, as you saw, have an incendiary device on the tip of it, which is a heat-seeking device.
Wrong. An incendiary device is something whenever you shoot a target, a flame comes out. It is a smaller flame than what comes out of your barrel.
So you don't shoot deer with a bullet that size.
Actually, I have seen a couple people shoot deer with a 50 BMG, and yes, if you shoot it in the body, you're just making ground meat. It's not beef. It's not beef. Just to clarify that, it is ground meat, and you're not cooking it because incendiary rounds are extremely expensive, and most people don't own those. And if they do buy them, they buy one and have fun. But anyways, whenever you hunt a deer with a 50 BMG, you shoot it in the head.
If you do, you could cook it at the same time.
The gun show loophole,
Does not exist.
which means that you can avoid the instant background check through the internet or a gun show, and you can buy a gun.
If you're in a situation where you need to carry a gun around to protect your, that just seems like there's other avenues you can go.
Like what?
Find a different area to live in.
Buying a gun is cheaper than buying a new home. Just to let your dumbass know, because you probably get everything handed to you by mommy and daddy.
And geez, God, I know so little about guns.
Then you probably shouldn't be talking about guns.
I don't know what to call it. Magazine that holds a lot of frickin' bullets and can fire them all at the same time.
I'm sorry, but when has the last time anybody ever seen a 30-barreled rifle? I'm pretty sure if you all want to tell me Gatling gun, they have less than 30 barrels. Just to let you know. And Gatling guns are technically semi-automatic. A minigun is fully automatic, and the most amount of barrels I've seen on a minigun is 8 barrels. Let me know if you've seen one larger.
Anyway, that thing used to be illegal. Okay.
If a gunman comes in with an AK-45
AK-45 does not exist, and AK-47 does.
or an AR-15, how fast can that teacher go to the locked drawer and get that gun?
Well, you see, teachers are not allowed to carry guns in schools, and however, cops are, and they have them on their hip and can be drawn very quickly.
You want that teacher trained?
You want that teacher trained?
I mean, when the amendment was written, you had to take 10 minutes to reload your musket, and that really couldn't damage 50 people in a few minutes.
Actually, a musket can blow off your leg. I would much rather be shot by an AR-15 chambered in .223 or .556. Hell, I'd rather be shot by a fucking 50 BMG than a fucking musket.
So, yeah, I don't think those should be allowed.
Don, what is your definition of an automatic weapon? What is your definition of an automatic weapon?
Well, for me, an automatic weapon is something that you can shoot off a number of rounds very quickly. I was able to buy an AR-15.
An AR-15 is not fully automatic and cannot be made fully automatic, or you are committing a felony.
Don, an AR-15
within 20 minutes in a state from which that I'm not.
Thank you, sir in the middle. I don't know your name, but you are very smart.
You don't know, in all due respect, you don't know what you're talking about. An automatic weapon is when you pull the trigger one time and it continually shoots off. one after another, a semi-automatic weapon.
I can do that with my AR-15.
No, you cannot.
You're getting into semantics here.
It's not semantics.
Hang on,
One
Ben.
is
Let me
automatic,
finish.
one is
Let me finish.
semi-automatic.
Yeah, let me finish, Ben. But listen, I think you are getting into semantics.
Like, if you're using it to hunt, then it doesn't make sense. Like an automatic gun, if you're shooting, I don't know, a deer. I don't hunt. I'm actually vegetarian, but
Okay, just because you went out of your way to say that you're a vegetarian, you are probably not a vegetarian. And I can use an AR-15 chambered in .223 and or 5.56 to hunt. And I think some of the only fully automatic weapons you can own now are the ones that have already been imported into that are already here in the U.S. and they cost around $30,000 to $40,000, and you have to have a Class 3 license. And they're extremely inaccurate. Some of them are actually pretty inaccurate, and I would not recommend buying them to hunt. If you are going to get a fully automatic weapon, it's literally for shits and giggles and having fun at the range.
that's not really like an efficient way to kill a deer. You're pretty much just making ground beef at
That is pretty true, except for the fact that it would be ground Vincent, not ground beef.
that point.
I think the NRA wants to sell an awful lot of guns, and I
The NRA does not sell guns.
don't know how many will be enough. I don't think there will ever be enough.
Everybody wants to preserve the right of people that want to use guns for sport, hunting, or target practice to have the right to do so.
I shoot guns for sport. I hunt. I like to have fun at the range sometimes, and I'm a law-abiding citizen. Thank you, sir.
But that doesn't mean you have an assault weapon.
Let's see here. Again, assault weapon, fully automatic weapon, literally only meant for fun at the range. Continue.
That doesn't mean you have a rifle that's advertised as able to bring down a commercial airliner at 1.5 miles.
Okay. Put it this way. I would have to be extremely accurate and extremely good shot with something like a .338 Lapua Magnum or any round larger than that. And again, the chances are highly unlikely because by the time the bullet gets to that aircraft, it's going to go tink and not do a damn thing.
Or bullets that are designed to go through a bullet-resistant vest.
I don't exactly know the laws on those, but I'm pretty sure they are very hard to obtain, and the military uses them to kill people trying to kill them and harm you here at home.
Those are very different things.
Look, I don't have a problem with the Second Amendment. I think it's fine. I think it was created for a reason, to protect from the British. And
Okay, actually it was not made to protect from the British. It was made to protect from a tyrannical government, which I can kind of start to see forming because they want to take my guns away from me. I would love for you to come out to my neck of the woods, tell everybody I know, hey, I'm taking your guns, and see how well that goes.
If your house and things.
Well, there's other ways to defend yourself, or just be aware. I took a self-defense class last semester.
Okay, a self-defense class doesn't really teach you all that much. My girlfriend is currently enrolled in one, and I teach her more than that class teaches her.
Like,
the idea that you could have an open carry permit with an AK-47 over your shoulder.
Actually, you cannot.
You're walking up and down the aisles of a
Very illegal.
supermarket is just despicable. So I'm going to speak out. I'm going to do everything I can to rally people against this pernicious, corrupting influence of the NRA.
And you did a very good job, didn't you? That's why you're not president.
And we're going to do whatever we can. I was proud when my husband took them out, and we were able to ban assault weapons, but he had to put a sunset on. So
Yes, your husband, I believe, banned fully automatic weapons.
10 years later, of course, Bush wouldn't agree to reinstate them. We've got to go after this. And here again, the Supreme Court is wrong on the Second Amendment. And I am going to make that change.
The Second Amendment was made to protect us from people like you. One of the larger reasons why you didn't get put into office, yes, you may have won the popular vote. I'll give you that. A huge reason why you are not in office right now is because I'm very sure Russia would have attacked us if we put you in office.
every chance I get. So I will need your help on that.
I know people that like do it like illegally,
Yes, a lot of people obtain weapons legally.
and I don't feel safe all the time with them because they're carrying it for certain reasons for protection in that whole sense. So I feel like it was just like banned or something. I feel like that would be fruitful in a way because they allow everyone to have an even playing field as opposed to having people that are able to and certain people that aren't. You know.
If people are, you said that people who have to do it legally, so then the ban doesn't stop them from it, right?
It doesn't.
Weapons with a barrel shroud would be regulated. What's a barrel shroud, and why should we regulate it?
I think
That is a
the more
barrel
important
shroud.
thing is
It is a suppressor that goes over your rail system to go. A barrel shroud is something that goes over your barrel to silence it. And I'm pretty sure that's one of the only uses. I mean, unless you want to call a wrap on my 12 gauge a barrel shroud.
is it also would have had banned the large capacity clips
Right.
that Colin Ferguson had
And now you are going completely off topic.
used, and also the killer.
Okay. But I read the legislation. I'm sorry. I read the legislation and it said that it would regulate barrel shrouds. What's a barrel shroud, and why should we regulate that?
The guns that were chosen back in the
Again, completely avoiding the question. She has no idea what the fuck she's talking about.
in those days were basically the guns that most gangs and criminals were using to kill our police officers. I'm not saying it was the best bill, but that was the best bill
Do you
they
know
could
what a
get out
barrel
at
shroud
that
is?
particular time. I actually don't know what a barrel.
Then you should not be talking.
So
Okay,
I
because it's in
believe
your
it's a shoulder thing
legislation.
that goes up.
The other very important part of this bill is to ban large capacity ammunition feeding devices.
Awesome. Because just wait until you hear what she says, guys.
Those that hold over 10 rounds.
Okay. My 22 can hold 11 rounds. My 12 gauge with a mag tube extension can hold like 13. Do we see the difference there? Oh, but a 12 gauge with a barrel extension is only used for skeet shooting, right? Yes, that is the most common use for it. However, there are a lot of people that don't use it for that intended purpose.
We have federal regulations and state laws that prohibit hunting ducks with more than 3 rounds. And yet,
Yes, that is very true. You cannot, if you get walked up on by a game warden, they're like, hey, how many rounds are you holding there? You best be having 1 in the chamber and 2 in the mag tube.
it's legal to hunt
However, you can remove that mag limiter and just keep, you can just go 1, 2, 3, put 1 in the chamber, you're good.
human, and yet it's legal to hunt human.
No, it's not.
These magazine clips. I will tell you, these are ammunition. They're bullets.
A magazine clip is actually not a bullet. I cannot put a magazine clip in the chamber of any of my guns, pull the trigger, and hope that something comes out. A, it won't fucking fit. B, I don't even know how the fuck it would fire.
So the people who have those now, they're going to shoot them. And so if you ban them in the future, the number of these high capacity magazines is going to decrease dramatically
No, it's not.
over time because the bullets will have been shot and there won't be any more available. Those who support the bill
There's this wonderful thing called reloading. I do that myself.
say even an unloaded gun is still dangerous.
Yes, an unloaded gun is still dangerous because you have no fucking clue if it's loaded or not, unless you are the carrier.
There's been a lot of people that have been shot by an unloaded.
That is actually impossible. I cannot take an unloaded firearm, pull the trigger, and something come out of my barrel. Do you know why? Because there is nothing loaded in the chamber. Dumb fuck.
Isn't it pretty hard to define what is an assault weapon?
No, it's not. An assault weapon is something that I can hold down the trigger and spray and pray lead downrange.
Because it's so easy to write around the manufacturers to create weapons that.
Well, if it can fire a lot of bullets very quickly, that's a good place to start, okay?
Yes, you could start with that, but that is not an accurate definition at all. I can fire off a lot of rounds out of my 22 quite quickly.
And
And then
hunters
you
would
can
say,
argue a lot is, okay, let's pick it. Let's say 3. If you haven't hit the deer with 3 shots, you're a pretty lousy shot.
That is pretty true. Unless the deer is moving, then it makes it a little bit harder in a semi-automatic weapon with about 10 rounds or so. If you can't hit something in 10 rounds, you need to pack up and go home.
That deer deserves to get away. Let's get serious here.
but that would ban most pistols. That would ban most.
No, but pistols.
Yes, that would definitely ban most pistols because, let's see here, double action revolvers are called semi-automatic. Most regular handguns are now semi-automatic. I'm pretty sure the larger majority of non-semi-automatic handguns are your revolvers and your single-shot derringers. So, I mean, you ban semi-automatics, you know what criminals are going to go to next? A 12-gauge pump. Do you know why?
Pistols are different. You have to pull the trigger each time. An assault weapon, you basically hold it,
That's a 3-round burst weapon, and those are actually very illegal.
People have mental health issues where we're all super stressed. I don't think that it's necessary to have guns in the classroom, especially.
Well, how uncomfortable would you feel if a shooter comes to your classroom and you're like, oh my god, I had this wooden desk?
Well, I would hope that there are, security, campus security.
I don't know
that
if you've
has
ever
guns
seen any of these shootings that go on, but usually it takes a few minutes to find them. There's a body.
Okay.
Yes, the reporter is very true. This girl probably has no idea what she's talking about. You can just see it in the look on her face. She's like, yeah, I have no clue what I'm talking about.
You don't want anyone in there to have the ability to be able to maybe take that guy out.
I mean, if that would, I'd rather security handle it if that's the case.
Campus security.
You're stupid.
Yeah.
They're not
Or
highly trained.
cops. I'd rather we go into a lockdown situation.
Why
we
cops
handle
aren't?
how
Because you think cops are highly trained?
I don't know the statistics.
When it comes to criminal background checks, we should give the process the time it needs. The background check system shouldn't be pass-fail. A background check should be a pass-fail with no exceptions.
Thank you.
This is a ghost gun. This right here has ability with a 30 caliber clip.
30 caliber clip. Okay. 30-06, 308, 30 Magnum. That looks like 223 to me, bud.
To disperse with 30 bullets within half a second.
Oh, you mean a 30-round magazine. And no, you cannot fire off 30 rounds in half a second out of that gun. Do you know why? Because that is a semi-automatic rifle. You have to pull the trigger every single time.
30 magazine clip in half a second.
Semi-automatic weapons are not just about gun control, this is about national security. You know that these weapons can shoot down airplanes, they can blow up a railroad.
Boy, you stupid.
The argument that, like, if we make guns illegal, then only criminals are going to have them is...
Yes, that is actually very true. If you make guns illegal, the law-abiding citizens such as myself will no longer own guns. And your criminals will just buy them off the black market.
Kind of BS. It's just not... I don't think it's...
Oh, now you just completely went against me agreeing with him. Alright, fuck you too.
It's a very strong argument. Like, I don't know. Honestly, I don't really...
Why do you think they wouldn't be encouraged by not knowing that people have guns? Why do you think it's not a strong argument?
Okay, put it this way, guys. If a criminal knows that there is a large area, a large concentrated area of people without guns, that is where they're going to go to kill people. Because they're not going to get shot back at.
Well, I feel like if people can like, oh my god. I don't know. How do I put this?
There's been a lot of people that have been shot by unloaded guns.
It
was just a better way to either like impose a ban where it shouldn't be like automatic. Like I feel like a difference between automatic and like handguns.
All right, we got like
people
one
have
more
handguns,
new
like, you gotta reload and
piece,
stuff like that.
and then the
people
video
that
is
have
over,
automatic
guys.
guns, there's no need to reload. You can shoot 30 people. You have aim. You can kill those 30 people.
Yes, yes, you can. But put it this way, bud. I can do a lot more damage in a lot less time with a 12-gauge shotgun. But my 12-gauge shotgun doesn't look scary because it's wood and metal, not plastic and metal. They see Grandpa's old shotgun, oh, cool, shotgun. But they see an AR-15, they're scared.
But if you have like 8 shots, you're not really good. I mean,
you know, we're going to have to do a better job protecting the vast majority of our citizens,
Then give us our guns back.
including our children, from that very, very, very small group that is unfortunately prone to violence, and now with automatic weapons.
Okay. Yes, I will admit that there are criminals with automatic weapons. However, they obtained those illegally off the dark web.
Can wreak so much more violence than they ever could have before.
Anyways, guys, that was my reaction on Ultimate Proof Liberals Know Nothing About Your Guns compilation, which is very true. So, let me know what you guys think about it. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, leave a like. And I will see you guys in the next video.